What are you looking at, Laura? Greetings and welcome back to Sheltered, where the Weird Family's survival in the wasteland of tomorrow continues apace. And in fact, their shelter is looking pretty spanky. I mean, not entirely spanky, because there is, of course, some garbage that someone has just dumped next to the cooker after they finish cooking. Also, we have an incoming transmission, which we better accept, for we do have wanderers out in the wasteland, scavenging for the many and varied things that they may find. One of whom, of course, is Laura, original Weird Family member and badass extraordinaire. And she has stumbled across a small house that looks like it might have some good loot. Yeah, sure, search the small house. Where actually did I send you? Out there on the map. Oh, that's right, you were going to go and investigate. First of all, you were going to go down to Brookshore and investigate some of these undiscovered locations in the undiscovered country of Brookshore that you may be able to discover and find awesome things. And then you were going to come back via this trade caravan location that we had discovered by scanning the frequencies of our radiogram machine, which is awesome and is obviously going to be one of the most exciting things ever to befall the Weird Family, excluding the apocalypse itself, which was obviously quite exciting in a weird sort of, scary, terrifying way. There are entries in the journal. Day 41, I was wondering where these guys get their trade goods from. We've already read that, so we don't need to read it again. Clearly the journal, however, is very important to whoever keeps filling in these things. Oh, did you like this as well? This lovely bit of artwork here. I think Laura did that herself using her very own artistic skills. It's kind of modern art, as you can see, but she likes it. And anybody who disagrees with her, well, basically nobody disagrees with her. It's just not worth disagreeing with Laura. She rules with an iron bandana. Hi, this is Laura here. Speaking of Laura, it looks like this small house has some stuff. Yes. The first looting of the day. Our first catch of the day. Excellent. We'll take it all. What's that? Some seeds? Some coffee beans? Wow. I mean, the Weird Family might actually get some coffee, which would be interesting. Do we even want them to be eating of the coffee? Eating coffee. Eating coffee is probably not the best idea. Look, Bone Hero the cat is starving. Why has Bone Hero not been fed? Andy, feed Bone Hero. Bone Hero the cat is in desperate need of food, and really, I think it's quite bad that you have not already fed him of your own accord without me requiring to come along and tell you precisely what to do all of the time. It's almost as if you have no will of your own. Good. Alright guys, what actually needs to be done in here? What have we got, like, water-wise? We're at 41 of 150, probably a little bit low to be sending out another expedition right now. Can we upgrade the water filter, possibly? For more and better stuff. Decontamination upgrade. Durability is not that important. Efficiency upgrade would be nice, but we need quite a bit of wiring and indeed batteries. Alright, we are going to prioritize wiring and batteries, and we're going to get this efficiency of this water filter way up so that we can collect tons and tons of water with great speed and furious vengeance. This Janet here is exhausted. She's desperate to sleep, but we're not letting her sleep. So why don't we see if we can craft a bed for her? We cannot craft a bed. We do not have enough wood. We could maybe craft... We cannot craft that bed. We still don't have enough wood. We could craft you a sleeping bag if you wanted. It's not really comfortable, to be fair, but it does reduce tiredness, which... what's like... We got 8, 14... Hold on. Let's just no, I didn't want to actually craft it. I was just trying to assess. I was just assessing 3 nylon and 3 wool that requires, whereas a comfy bed requires 4 springs, 8 wool, 4 wood, and 8 nails. That's quite a difference in requirement there. We've currently got, I think, 2 beds, but possibly neither of them are indeed comfy beds. Maybe we should save up and make a comfy bed. I think people kind of want that. Janet. Look, Janet, down here, quick. There's a sleeping bag you can sleep in. Get down there, quick, smart. Walter is malnourished. Walter, what are you doing being malnourished? Quick, eat of all of the things. Andy, could you possibly mop the shelter for us and clean up the mess that these people are undoubtedly creating. As they scoff their faces, Walter here just shoving food into his mouth as fast as he can because of his extreme malnourishment. There we go. He is now no longer malnourished. Well done, Walter. You are a hero. Why don't you celebrate by doing some training, because your muscles have been severely weakening of late, and we cannot have it. Also, your clothing maintenance leaves a lot to be desired. If we could possibly work on that, maybe like teach you sewing skills and have you improve your clothing maintenance as a matter of course, then that would be certainly fairly good. There's black rain on the surface, which means contamination of our water supply is going to be happening. Is anybody thirsty right now? Why don't we kind of like quickly get people to drink water before the contamination builds to intolerable levels. Jonas? You alright there, Jonas? Why don't you do some training, Jonas? I think we need to work on your muscle form as well. And indeed, well, Walter's waiting for the ladder, which currently is like, it's like a choke point in the base. Lots of people all waiting for the ladder at the same time. There is only one way up or down. It's like a health and safety nightmare. If there were a fire in the base, then frankly it would be almost disastrous. Hi, Jonas, Rebecca here. We've bumped into somebody else on the road. It looks like they've got something to say. No, you know what? I'd better get involved here because Laura is with you. And when Laura's left to her own devices, she can go a little bit crazy on people, especially when their name is Angela. Hey there, hold up. Confirm. Can I help you with something? Says Rebecca. And, what in the hell do you think you're looking at? What are you looking at, Laura? What are you looking at, Laura? You looking at Angela? Is Laura looking at Angela? Just because we got the same color hair, Laura. I think, look, it's going to be a fight. We can't hold her back. Laura's going in. She's going in. Straight away, she's the first to go in. She's going to axe Angela in the chest with a hatchet. Oh, Laura, what have you done? Laura, just hacked her down. Oh, the humanity. I mean, she was being quite mouthy, but wow, I did not expect that to happen. That was some severe hacking that Laura did there. See what I mean about Laura, though? You don't want to get on the wrong side of her. She's got a nasty side to her. I mean, an awesome nasty side, don't get me wrong, and Angela totally deserved it. I mean, she was being extremely mouthy, and she was expecting us to back down, and, you know, the weird girls, they do not back down from nobody, no time. The weird boys, they might have done, you know, but the weird girls, no chance. Excellent, Laura, fantastic victory, a slight amount of trauma, but, you know, nonetheless, your hacking skills have greatly improved, and it's good to see. It's good to see that the weird family is in such good hands, defensively speaking, should we ever be attacked, which we still have not been. I'm beginning to suspect that the reputation of the weird family is just so great, so awesome out there in the wasteland that no one would dare to come upon us in any kind of evil fashion. Let's eat some meat whilst we're here, because look, we've got this guy to totally grab. There's 5 meat in there, and once we have eaten of the meat, oh, look at this, Walter. Once you have eaten of the meat, I think you're going to have to repair the old punch bag, because it has taken a mighty beating, unsurprisingly enough. What was that dong noise? There was just a dong noise. Michelle's intelligence has increased. Oh, that's what it was. Michelle was leveling up. Look, read another book, Michelle. Become ever more intelligent and awesome. Meanwhile, Octopi, why don't you not drink of the water, because we're up to 12% contamination, so you're just going to have to keep yourself busy doing something else, I'm afraid. Maybe you could see what we could craft. Crafting things. A pipe bomb! A homemade explosive stuffed with shards of metal and causes damage in an area, can be used from party's inventory when on expeditions. Oh, that could be quite exciting. Although it would mean taking up an inventory slot whilst our lads are out there doing their thing. A coffee machine! This machine allows you to make some lovely fresh coffee. Coffee will relieve both thirst and tiredness. A pot of coffee requires 5 water and some coffee beans to brew. We do actually have some coffee beans now, amazingly enough. Also, maybe a tent to send out with our expedition parties. Some binocs. Aids in discovery of locations within the world. I mean, have we not already discovered all the locations in the world that exist? All the places that are and ever shall be. A good stove, a reasonably built stove capable of increasing the effectiveness of rations on hunger by a moderate amount. Wow. Should we just go to... Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Look at all this amazing stuff that we can get at higher tiers. This is crazy. An efficient toilet, an efficient shower, large pantry. Alright, what do we need to upgrade to the next tier of workbenchiness? A level 4 upgrade. We need one more lens and a whole ton of wood. A whole ton of wood. Alright, this is our current and most important target right now. I mean, look at all that awesome stuff that we can totally craft at the next level up. That's just going to be amazing. So we need to avoid using any wood at all. But we could create binoculars, potentially, if we so chose. Shotgun trap. Good. Or we could expand the base, maybe. Might as well. I mean, we're not using much of the basement space, but we might as well continue to expand it whilst we're here. Walter, did I not tell you to fix that? And you're just battering on it. I totally told you to fix it. I totally told you to fix it, not to just hammer at it. Here we go. He's going to fix... Look at this. He's fixing the punch bag with a blowtorch. That's Walter. That's the way Walter rolls. And frankly, we wouldn't have it any other way. When he's not out in the wilderness with his baseball bat, the trusty baseball bat of Walter, battering the skulls of anyone who dares to profane his presence, instead he's back home in the shelter, blowtorching whatever needs to be repaired. It looks like we've got some parts to upgrade the system. Does it? Is it that? Because that's the only system I particularly care about upgrading. Look, what about the old oxygen filter? We could totally upgrade to oxygen output 3. This upgrade will increase the rate of oxygen pumped into the base. We need more motors and more nylon for that, so that's not going to happen right now. Let's check the vehicle. What do we need for the vehicle? We need a starter motor, a fan belt, and a car battery. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. We just want those things. We want all of these things. All of these things all at the same time. How's the drinking water coming along? We're getting water at least. The contamination may be going up. Do you think we could like send out a team? Would they take contaminated water with them? Is that a thing? Do you think that happens? I'm not convinced that happens, you know. I mean, we don't really have to. We could just wait for it to like filter through. Meanwhile, we'll of course train all of our fine ladies on things and also read books. Except the transmission. Rebecca here. We've stumbled across a medium house. Yeah, go on then. Search the medium house. See what you can discover within. Janet has awoken and is feeling well rested, as we can see. Possibly a little bit grumpy because she was made to sleep in a sleeping bag instead of somewhere kind of awesome and cool and full of awesome and cool things. We could put another ladder in. Speaking of like the issues we had with like gaining access to places. We don't have room to put another ladder in, obviously, so let's not put another ladder in. We'd have to rearrange the base. Meanwhile, out in the wilderness, Rebecca to base, we've found somebody in the medium house. Shall we stop to talk to them? Yeah, let's totally approach them. We've got stuff we can trade. Medium house. Hey there, we just murdered somebody on the road, but will you just wait a second and have a chat with us? We want to trade with you, Richard. We should probably compare supplies, see if we can help each other out. Or murder each other. No, I mean help each other out. That's definitely what we want to do. Just helping. All of the helping, none of the murdering, if that's all the same for you, Richard. A dumb Joe like you really think there's any point now? They've screwed the world, man. Open your eyes. Richard, that's very defeatist of you. We have an awesome shelter full of loads of cool stuff. You can't come and live there, obviously, because, you know, we wouldn't have it. And you actually want to trade anyway, do you? I thought you didn't want to trade. I thought you decided that there was no point to it. In fact, why don't you just give us your stuff if there's no point in trading? You know? Why not do that? I'm not going to trade you anything more valuable than these bits of junk for that bit of junk. If that's not like viable, then fine. Why don't we trade? What do you want for this? You want 1. Let's trade a bit of wood for some sand, because clearly sand is better than just a lump of wood. Or maybe even better, look, a plastic bottle. Let's totally trade a plastic bottle for some sand. I think that was a pretty fair trade. This should take a sting out of existence for a small time. This scrunched up plastic bottle that you've given me in exchange for my pile of sand is really going to make the difference. Thanks, ladies. You've reignited my faith in humanity and honesty and decency and the general goodness of this world. And I just want to say one last... Oh. have gone. Oh well, never mind. Trade resolved. Thanks for that, Richard. You were solid. You were a solid man. Good, Rebecca. It looks like there's stuff in the medium house. Is it better than sand? Oh, look, it's vastly better than sand. We'll take the cement because you can never have enough cement, or so I'm led to believe. We'll take the plastic for sure. There's no wood here, which is a real shame. We'll take everything. What am I doing? Why am I messing around? We got loads of space in our inventory. We'll take it all. Take it all! Take all of it, shove it into your backpacks, and head on back out into the wilderness for ever more exploration and discovery. Michelle has increased her charisma. Wow, Michelle, you're really hitting the books, aren't you? Look, hit the books some more. Keep hitting the books until the books have been so thoroughly hit that we will mistake them for the punch bag in their thoroughness of hitness. Except the transmission. Laura, we found a large house out in the wasteland. Yep, check it out. Meanwhile, Andy, why don't you scan the frequencies of our radio transmitter and see if you can discover any more awesomeness out there in the wilderness. Uh-oh, look. There's people out there. There's rain on the surface as well now. This is good. Rain continues. No longer a black rain. Water continues to rise. Contamination should now begin to fall. And who are these guys? Look, Kenneth and Marie. Kenneth has just walked right past the base. He's left Marie miles behind. Like, it's obviously Kenneth and Marie are like an item. Hold on, there's a transmission coming in. We better accept it. Hi, this is Laura. We found a large house. So there might be some cool stuff in it. What do you think? Probably, Laura, there will be. But you did interrupt me talking about Kenneth and Marie, who we have just observed walking past the base on the upper levels. Possibly they weren't aware that there was like an awesome underground base directly below them. Kenneth seemed to be just like storming off into the distance, leaving Marie behind. Both of them walking in the rain. Presumably they were walking in the black rain as well. That may be why Marie has no hair anymore. But whatever all of that means, more important, obviously, than all of that, are you, Laura, and what you have discovered in the large house, which I imagine will be amazing. Lots of fuel. We probably don't need all of this fuel, but we can maybe trade it for something when we reach the trader. Because we are indeed visiting the trainer. That is indeed part of the plan. Look, can we just take everything? Oh, we can't. We can't take absolutely everything, but we need to take this book because, you know, we've been hitting the books hard, and it's getting a little bit dull, obviously, not having new books to read. Let's leave a scrap pile behind. There we go. I mean, it looks basically like a turd with some sticks poking out of it, so I'm pretty sure that is not something we have any desperate need for at this point in time. Confirm, Laura, I have done transferring items into your inventory. I'm sure we will have to do many and varied rejiggings as your expedition continues. Speaking of expeditions, we're now up to 123 water. Once this gets up a little bit higher, we will send out another expedition. Hi, Rebecca here. We've stumbled across a small scrapyard. Yes! Yes, search the scrapyard. Where is the scrapyard? This is a new scrapyard. Oops, I'm scanning the frequencies again. Let's view the map. Where it is one of these new locations. Look. Oh, down we go. Scrapyard. A small scrapyard. Hopefully, they will have... What are we after here? We're after a car battery, a starter motor, and a fan belt, and a tyre. These are your primary goals, expedition team, and we must have all of them very soon. Why don't you eat some food, Janet, and you are going to get ready for the next expedition outing into the wilderness. And I think you can maybe take Walter with you, yeah, because Walter's like totally good to go. Totally good to go. Just use the toilet, Walter. Medium dust storm on the surface, that's fine. Incoming transmission, accept transmission. It looks like the small scrapyard has some stuff. I jolly well hope so. Wow, look at all the drills. Look at all... Oh, nail guns, sorry. Look at all the nail guns. Many nail guns. Scrap piles, or poop piles, as we now know them to be. Distributor. I think we've already got a distributor. Haven't we? I don't think we needed a distributor. Because we already had one fitted. We'll keep the record for now. We'll probably end up getting rid of it later. But, you know, and we'll get rid of the carrier bag as well. We just do not need a carrier bag. There must be millions and millions of plastic bags around the wasteland. We'll take the... whatever it was, the pipe, we'll take the metal, we'll take the plastic for sure, we'll take those, we'll take those, we'll take that, we'll take that. I'm not even bothering to name things anymore, look. We'll take the fuse, even though we've got 25 of them. We'll definitely take the wood, even though there is only one, very disappointingly. We'll take the distributor, because, you know, it might come in handy. We'll take the water, because we're already carrying some. I think that's it, you know. I think that's everything that we desperately need. Let's take the sand back. We'll totally take the sand back. Have we got any more slots? We do not have any more slots, but we have an awesome collection of amazing sundries that we can take to various places. Unfortunately, no tires, no car batteries, and no whatever the other thing was that we needed that I have already forgotten. Yes, I have done transferring items to my inventory. Thank you very much. We need to top up the generator. I was told off for not paying attention to my generator before, and I continue to not pay attention to it. Look, Walter is too busy going to the toilet to top up the generator, and that is just the way that it is. Fantastic. Right, well, Expedition number 2 is going to have to wait until next time, because once again we have run out of time this time. Look, we do have an incoming transmission that we better just accept quickly. Rebecca to Jonas. We've crossed paths with someone out here. They want to talk. Should we deal with this ourselves? No. Rebecca, once again, you have Laura with you. If I'm not there, something terrible could happen. Like the murder of some poor innocent civilian who was just getting a bit mouthy but didn't really deserve it. Fortunately, I'm here, and so such eventualities are virtually impossible. Especially for a nice, fine, upstanding, well-maintained clothing individual like Timothy here. Although he does need probably a little bit of a shave. Hey there, hold up. Confirm. Can I help you with something, Timothy? You, unshaven fellow you? And what the hell do you think you're looking at? What are you looking at? Oh, Timothy, not you as well. Yeah, me as well. Okay, right. I mean, we're going to have to fight again, because it's the weird girls, and they do not back down from a fight, Timothy. You are unarmed. You're just, like, standing there with your 9 o'clock... Your 9 o'clock stubble? Is that the saying? 8 o'clock? 5 o'clock stubble. You got stubble. You haven't shaved. I haven't shaved. There's no shame in that. But mouthing off to the weird girls, unfortunately, that is very shameful of you. And the shame shall be inflicted upon you in the form of Laura's hatchet, which shall be meleeed into your face until you fall over from it. Or you have not actually died, interestingly enough. In that case, Rebecca, who, let's face it, is a little bit more moderate than Laura, is going to try and subdue you, because she actually she likes the cut of your jib. So, Timothy, if you wouldn't mind being subdued, dazed. He's dazed, and he's running away! Look, we've chased him off without having to kill him! Fantastic! Good work, girls! I mean, we don't get to loot his corpse, which, you know, is slightly disappointing. Maybe he could have dropped something, I don't know, but he didn't. Instead, he's just realised that he bit off far more than he could chew in the form of the awesome weird girls, and has fled wildly into the wilderness, never to be seen from again. Probably. I mean, he might become some kind of, like, terrifying nemesis who stalks us throughout the wasteland and, like, pops up at inopportune opportunities and tries to snipe us from a distance. But that's probably not going to happen, is it? I don't imagine that is going to happen. Look, there we go. Fantastic. Well done, girls. An excellent note to end on. We have managed to not kill someone in the wilderness. What a wonderful, wonderful day it has been for the Weird family. And until some future day occurs... Thanks for watching, everyone. Look, there is another incoming transmission. I have to accept it, otherwise I'll be, like, panicking at the start of the next one. Hi, Rebecca here. We stumbled across a large house. It looks like it might have some good loot in it. Want us to take a look? Yes, Rebecca, yes. Take a look in that house, and when we return next time, we will discover what wondrous things remain in that house for collection by the Weird Girls. But until then, thanks for watching, everyone. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later.